Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Funkyo Ride. I am Moody, and last episode we demolished this entire bathroom.
I shouldn't say entirety,
because we still got the shower to do. We had more cleaning in here. When we took that chair out, we want to put something a little different in. We're going to do something a little flavorful. First step is getting out this shower. Here we go. Let's get to it. All right, you know what that first step is. We're getting in here with the sledgehammer. We're just going to start getting in there. We're going to start seeing what's loose. You know what? Let's go ahead and go for this underneath here. This wood, that is going to make for an opening. Nailing this bottom piece is going to get out. It's going to allow us to see what's happening underneath there. We're just knocking it loose. We're just getting in there immediately. We need to take down these light strips because that's going to be in our way. Let's get them over here. I'm surprised they're still working. These light strips are garbage. They're barely putting off any light. Not enough light for me to be happy. Redo it with something a little bit more tasty. You know what I mean? Where's my gloves? Because we're going to start tearing this bottom out. And we don't know what kind of funky wood, funky staples, funky pokey stuff is in here. Let's just reach in here. We want to just open it up. We're pulling it out here. We want to open it up, see what's happening underneath here. See what kind of friskiness we're going to get into. This hose, not entirely sure what it's for, but we'll rip it off. We don't need it per se. It's not looking super crazy under there. I'm definitely seeing a decent amount of wiring that's probably to my back taillights and whatnot. That's going to be a little bit of an issue. I'm not super worried about it just because I think we can put something over it and be safe with it. We're not going to get aggressive here. We're going to start using the screw gun on this kind of stuff. Take off this side panel. Ooh, I don't have a long enough thing. I probably have an attachment, but this might be our calling just to start getting aggressive in here. We're just getting it right off the wall. We just hit where those screws are and just start knocking it loose. We're just knocking that metal loose. We could just get in there and start yanking on it. Look at that. That's already coming down. Liking that. All screw gun, and we're just getting it right off the wall. We just start knocking it loose. We're just knocking that metal loose. We could just get in there and start yanking on it. Look at that. That's already coming down. Liking that. Already, we're starting to get some. There we go. Sometimes you just got to get a little aggressive. You don't have to get crazy, but it's nice sometimes to just get in there and just be done with it rather than mess around with tools or whatever. I don't know. It's just a lot more fun to just get aggressive sometimes, but you got to be careful. You don't want to hurt yourself. It's definitely risky when you're dealing with fiberglass, plastic, wood, chips. You never know what might hurt you, so just be careful. That's pretty much it. See here, we can just start. Looks like we can just, ooh, I just stabbed myself. We're just peeling this shower back, pretty much. It's glued. Again, we want it out. Look at that. We're getting this thing completely out of here. We got a piece that we can get out. Sometimes you just get lucky and you don't have to do a lot of work. Here we go, we're getting this massive panel off. This thing's coming off, it's nothing, like it's wallpaper. Check this out. Watch yourself though. I'm digging into plastic here. I'm digging into stuff that can cut me. So I gotta be careful. There we go. We got a massive chunk out of here. This thing's ready to party almost. We're almost ready to get in here and get frisky with some fur. I don't know if we're gonna tap into that this episode or not. Stay tuned. You know the drill. Check that out. The panels of the bathroom are done. So now we just get in here and we just start knocking things loose. That's the way to go about it. It is. Start seeing what it's gonna take to get out. Here we go. We're getting aggressive. Just start pounding down and you might get lucky. It's one of those deals. You just get aggressive. Eventually, we're just peeling this shower back, pretty much. It's glued. Again, we want it out. Look at that. We're getting this thing completely out of here. We got a piece that we can get out. Sometimes you just get lucky and you don't have to do a lot of work. Here we go. We're getting this massive panel off. This thing's coming off. It's nothing. It's wallpaper. Check this out. Watch yourself though. I'm digging into plastic here. There we go. We got a massive chunk out of here. It's gonna go. Just keep kicking, keep making a mess, because you want to clean that up later. You know what I mean? There's already gonna be cleaning to do. Might as well get a little fun, get a little aggressive with it. That's my motto. It's coming along. We're getting in there. Now things are starting to get a little tricky. We got one screw hanging on, and then that's it. We got to try and get in here. Looks like it might be sledgehammer time. There we go, we got it. Check that out. Now, we got a lot of this random stuff here, random garbage. Probably was protecting some stuff, but again, I don't care. I'm seeing rat poop. That's disgusting, that's fun. But the rest of this is just garbage, you know what I mean? We don't need any of this stuff. It's good to go. See, we're getting, check this out. I don't know if you could see or not. Let's see if I can grab this phone. Protect it and be good from there. I'm happy with it. Stay tuned. We just get in here and we'll just start knocking it in. Start seeing what it's gonna take to get out. Just get aggressive. Just keep kicking. We're getting in there. Now things are starting to get a little tricky. We got one screw hanging on. There we go, we got it. Check that out. We came in here. Now, that's disgusting, that's fun. Check this out, I don't know if you can see. Grab this phone. Down here, we've got electrical going out into the headlights, or I should say tail lights, and a lot of fun stuff down there, but we'll do our best to protect it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's getting a little hot in here, but we gotta get this garbage out. We're gonna go ahead and get this stuff out of here. Whew. But we gotta get this garbage out. We're gonna go ahead and get this stuff out of here. Can we get it in one grab here? Can we get one big old pile and get it out? Can we get it in one grab here? Can we get one big old pile and get it out? I think so. Check that out. Look at that, we made quick work of that. We're cleaning this place up really quick. We'll get in here with the vacuum as well and get the rest of these little tiny scraps. Take a look at it, and then I got to do some cleaning behind camera. All right, we got the vacuum. We're just gonna get into it, clean this mess up. A lot of wood scraps, a lot of fun flavors. Let's see what we can do. The vacuum's doing a pretty decent job. We're happy with it. We're cleaning up things pretty nicely. All right, we're done with the vacuum. We're pretty happy with how it looks. Let's go ahead and test out the seat. We've got this massive seat coming in. This thing is massive. It's definitely gonna be a tight squeeze, but we might just get lucky. So far it's looking a little too big, but maybe we could sausage it and it'll be like this little comfy beanbag. Maybe. The lay down ability is there, but it's not working how I want it to. I don't know what we're gonna do. It's getting pretty toasty. What's going on? We're headed down to town right now. We're gonna go see if we can find something at the thrift store, a tasty seat, tasty cabinetry, something delicious. I don't know what we're gonna find. Maybe hit one or two thrift stores and go from there. We love stuff like this. This is really unique. If I did my line, bada bing, maybe some colored lights, make that come alive. I might snag this. Might do both, I don't know. All right, we struck out at the first thrift store, Methodist Church, only open on Wednesdays and Sundays. Didn't get lucky, couldn't find anything of my flavor. I like those tables, but that's a mold to gold situation, and we're waiting to do some fun stuff like that. You're gonna have to stay tuned. Let's go to the next one. I think this was our best chance of finding something like a seat, but I don't know, maybe we get lucky. We're here at the next thrift store, SPCA thrift store. I love it. It's my favorite. It's got the best prices. But first, we're going to hop over to the grocery discount. We're going to get some food. I got to get some fruit to fuel up my body. I got to get the fruit, you know what I mean, to fuel up my body. That's a strikeout at that thrift store. Didn't find anything that I could use. I found a couple of tasty things. Didn't really want to sit in line. I'm not working with a lot of money. The food was $71. I'm left with $28, and I don't know if I have enough gas to get home. We're gonna stop by one more thrift store. Maybe we get lucky, maybe we don't. See what happens. We're at the last thrift store. Hopefully we find something. I don't know. I don't see a lot of chairs. Strike out at the last thrift store. We gotta go throw some gas in the van. And we're just gonna have to go down to the big city and hopefully we get lucky down there. I don't really want to buy something online, but that might be an option too. We'll find out, but that's a bummer for today. And then getting some food for myself. Had to be done. All right, we found our solution to our problem. We're going to use the Tibetan floor seating to just make a cozy little spot in here. It's working out pretty nicely. I like how it looks. And this thing's going to be ridiculous with fur anyways. First step is we're going to cover up the ground with faux grass. Fake plants, And that's going to give a little cushion, and that's going to protect these wires, and it's going to hide these wires. And then I'm going to put the floor seating in after I start getting the walls on, right? We're probably just going to do this last little step here where we staple down the grass, and we'll see where we're at there. We've got these panels of faux greenery, and we're just going to slap it down. Just want to make sure it's going to stay, right? And we'll just put a couple of quick staples in there and just make sure we can get this thing to stick to the ground. It doesn't seem to be a problem, and I think realistically it's good enough. We just want to get it down as much as possible. Again, we're just blending this in, and it's looking nice. This is just giving it the illusion that the ground is growing from the flow. The earth is growing from the flow. It's definitely a flavor. We're out of staples. We're liking it. We're gonna do that. We're just gonna encase this, try and protect some of those wires. And we're just creating this little scene of green, you know what I mean? Now it starts getting a little tricky because we want it to blend. We're gonna go ahead and cut ourselves a little strip there. We can fill in that space. We'll just get underneath here and do a little snip. And that is going to allow us to start filling in some of these cracks and doing our thing. Once we get this ground in, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into doing the walls. But you guys are gonna have to stay tuned for next week to see that. Maybe. We're gonna have to take a look at the time, but right now, this is pretty much gonna be it. That's kind of what I'm seeing. We're liking it. All right, now that we've got this floor down, I wanted to give you guys a feel on how this was gonna look. Boom, we've got a pad there, and we've got a pad right here. Oh, wow. And so, that's cozy. I could go to sleep like that. Wow. Well, hey guys, this is Funk Yo Ride. See you next week where we put the fur up on these walls. And then after that, we still have the whole rest of the outside to spray paint and get freaky with some tasty lines. So stay tuned here with me. I love you. Thanks for watching. This has been Funk Yo Ride.